KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all. What? K.
That's right. It's KP's Video News, y'all. Telling you, man. You know, I gotta. I'm gonna do something today that I usually don't do. It's just like some entertainment. Couple of people that involved in entertainment, man. And I usually don't do those kind of stories, like news like that. Anyway, Inglewood. That's right. Cali. Cali. Yep. Anyway, I usually don't do stories like those, but I'm gonna do it today because hey, it is what it is. Got to mix it up a little bit, I guess. Anyway, the Aretha Franklin estate pays $7.8 million IRS bill, leaving the door open for the sons to receive payments. Wow. I'm gonna say what I think about that to the end. Aretha Franklin's long-standing $7.8 million IRS debt has been paid in full. Her estate says in a new court filing, and it's going to open the door up for Franklin's four sons to finally take the driver's seat in her post-death affairs and fully benefit from revenues flowing into her estate, which would mean millions of dollars at last getting into their hands. The late Queen of Soul's tax burden had been an immovable hurdle. Its heirs sorted out other estate matters, sometimes combatively in Oakland County, Michigan probate court following her 2018 passing. As the mightiest creditor in the picture, the IRS held sway, and its debt demands prevented the sons from receiving money, even while the late star's music and movie projects generated big revenue in her name. Wow, that's crazy, man. And the remaining tax liability was paid off on June 17th with the delivery of a cashier's check to the IRS, according to the new court petition filed by attorney Reginald Turner, a personal representative for the estate. Turner also serves as president of the American Bar Association. The IRS said Monday it cannot comment on individual tax matters, and the federal agency staked its claim after the singer's death, contending that nearly $8 million in unmade taxes, penalties, and interest had piled up during the previous 7 years. The estate at last struck a deal with the IRS in April 2021, mapping out an accelerated payoff schedule, and also set up limited but regular payments to Franklin's sons. And wow, for Franklin estate, a fast payoff was crucial. So long as the tax debt sat there, it gained interest and penalties, and those things would continue to pile up. And the IRS earned or earmarked 45% of incoming Aretha Franklin revenue to pay down the standing tax balance. Another 40% was directed to an escrow account to handle taxes on the newly generated income. With the tax debt now off its back, the estate argues that most of the incoming cash should get distributed equally among the four sons each month. From that point, income tax obligations would be on each individual. And so you had a probate judge, Jennifer Callahan, would have to greenlight the request. In the meantime, there was still a matter of multiple wills apparently left by Franklin, including 3 handwritten documents discovered in her home in 2019. A fourth will draft abruptly turned up last year. This one typed document prepared by Troy Law Firm in 2017 but left unsigned by the star. The documents contain conflicting instructions about Franklin's wishes for her estate, including which heirs were to get what, and their emergence exacerbated the tensions among the sons Clarence, Edward, Teddy, and Keycalf. A trial to clear up the situation was planned for 2020 but delayed because of the pandemic. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, my statement that I was going to make was why is it that after a person dies, the Internal Revenue in the United States feels that they're owed money? If the person is dead, why do they still owe taxes? Why does a dead person still owe taxes? That's the most ridiculous thing I mean, it makes absolutely positively no sense whatsoever. The person is gone. So why do the estate still have to pay taxes to the IRS, man? Come on, man. Oh, boy, I tell you. That's a disturbing thought. That's just really disturbing to even think about. It costs money to be born, costs money to live here, and then it costs you money to die in the United States. Wow. Anyway, the next story here got Offset, and he won another round here. So the luxury car company that sued Offset, the rapper Offset from the group Migos, for nearly $1 million over a rented Bentley Bentayga that went missing 2 years ago, has dismissed its lawsuit in Los Angeles after the Migos rapper argued it was filed in the wrong venue. The dismissal was another win for Offset after his lawyer successfully fought a $950,000 default judgment in the case last April. In a new filing obtained, the Platinum Transportation Group asked the court to drop the breach of contract complaint without prejudice, meaning the company reserves the right to bring it up again. The case was not settled. We're simply changing the venue and will be refiling in the federal Northern District Court of Georgia, Platinum's lawyer stated. And Offset legally resides in Georgia, where he shares an estate with his wife, Cardi B. In a filing in May, Offset's lawyers argued that a California law protects consumers from unscrupulous practices by the rental car industry by limiting liability for stolen vehicles and limiting where a renter can be sued. The law says complaints should be filed in the county or foreign jurisdiction where the renter resides, not where the vehicle was rented. Either way, Offset and his legal team called the lawsuit meritless. And in the April sworn statement, the rapper said he never signed a rental agreement and never drove the car. Instead, he was with Ariel Williams, the mother of one of his children, who leased the vehicle. Furthermore, he argued that he only agreed to cover the cost, not take possession. When Williams called him earlier in 2020 to say a pricey car was missing from his parking space outside the gated community, he immediately called Platinum. The rapper, whose legal name is Kiari Cephas, said, "I was told by a PML representative that PML would report the car stolen to the authorities. I did not steal the car, and I reported the car missing as soon as I was advised by Williams that the car could not be located. In or about July 2020, I was informed by PML that the car was reported stolen to the LAPD and that there was an investigation into the theft of the car. I was never in possession of the car. It was not listed as an additional driver on a rental agreement. And he said I had rented cars from PML in the past. However, if they had both my Georgia driver's license and credit card on file, he had it. So why would he steal the car if they had all of his information?" The rapper said that when he asked the insurance company about coverage for any loss related to the theft, he was advised he was not covered because he had not signed the rental agreement. Not hearing otherwise from PML or the LAPD in 2020 or thereafter, I assumed that the Bentley, which was very unique and which I believe was protected with OnStar or some other kind of electronic device, had either been recovered or that any loss had been covered by PML's insurance. Offset did not dispute that the car worth a stunning $177,000, but he said Platinum did not correctly serve him with the lawsuit, but he said he only learned about it a year after the filing because Cardi B's entertainment law firm found it in the Los Angeles County Superior Court system. The court vacated the default judgment in May after Platinum agreed it did not correctly serve Offset. So why are they trying to sue him for $950,000 when a car is worth $177,000? Yeah, I got a lot of questions here today, man. I got a lot of questions here today. So anyway, Paolo Banchero, from the number one draft pick from the Orlando Magic, is getting arrested. He's getting the rest of the summer league off after averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. The Magic decided, let's shut him down. He said, let's shut him down so they can evaluate the other players who are with them this summer to see who may merit a spot, a roster spot, or a G League opportunity. So he already got his spot. He got his spot after a couple of games. They're like, oh no, this cat is too good. He's already ready for the bigs. Nah, we're not gonna take a chance in him getting hurt here. So shut him down. So they shut him down. And so anyway, they said Orlando Magic said they want to give the other guys opportunity to kind of be able to show what they can do, and it's part of the summer league. You give them a chance, an opportunity for these other guys to see what they're capable of doing. So we've seen what Paolo is capable of doing. And the Magic also expected to give Admiral Schofield and R.J. Hampton the remainder of the summer league off, which opens up even more minutes for players to get opportunities in Las Vegas. And Mosley and Banchero got all he needed out of the summer league experience. Yep. And, wow. So anyway, Richard Jefferson Jr., son of Red Jefferson from Inglewood. Red Jefferson's son, Richard Jefferson Jr., which played in the NBA for what? I don't know, maybe about 15 years? No, 17 seasons. Rest in peace, Brother Red. Yeah. So anyway, Richard Jefferson was called for 2,600 fouls in his playing career, along with 45 techs. He fouled out of 14 games. He even got ejected twice. He was also suspected referees didn't have an easy job, and now he's certain they don't. Jefferson, who played 17 seasons in the NBA and now works as an analyst for the ESPN, was making his official debut at Summer League on Monday night, and he worked the second quarter of a game between New York and Portland. He said, I didn't want to do this, Jefferson said. The NBA asked, would I be interested? I have such a tremendous amount of respect for referees, how important they are to the game, and I've always treated every single one of them as such, and I respect them because I know their importance of the game. So, he got a chance to, get out there and referee a little bit, So he went through hours of instructions just, for his little NBA referee gig over there. So I'm going to hit it with this last feel-good story here. So Angela Anale, who has made history at the age of 13 as the youngest black American to ever be accepted in the medical school. Just 1 year after graduating from high school, she is now set to attend the University of Alabama at Birmingham, Hersink School of Medicine. Wow, amazing. In just 1 year, Alina finished 2.5 years of college by taking a full course load at Arizona State University and Oakwood University. I really wanted to leave my mark in the world and lead a group of girls that know they can do it. Know what they can do, Alina said. But actually, entering medical school wasn't a part of Alina's plan a year ago. And Alina's dream back then was to work for NASA someday. And she got accepted in the ASU's engineering program when she was 12 years old. And she actually took one class in engineering for me to say this is kind of not where I wanted to go, she said. And I think viral immunology really came from my passion for volunteering and going out there engaging with the world. What I want from healthcare is to really show these unprecedented communities that we can help and that we can find cures for these viruses, she's added. And Alina was also inspired by a trip to Jordan and a program she founded at the age of 12. Wow, the Brown Stem Girl Foundation. That provides outstanding minority students with resources such as scholarships and mentorships to help them pursue their careers. Wow. So, hey, man, this is an amazing young lady, to say the least. She's been opening and starting stuff, man, and doing things, man, since she was 12 years old. So, I mean, hey, man, that is amazing. That's just amazing to me. 13 years old. Yep. Accepted in the medical school at 13. And they be telling those lies out there about black people can't do this, black people can't do that. They're not smart enough. Yeah. Anybody can learn. Anybody can learn if given the opportunity and given the right teachers and given the right inspiration. Anybody can learn. Anybody. Anybody. All right, here we go, folks. You know who it is? KP Video News, y'all.
KP